is a light worker? So much more than just sharing light, spreading light. Suppose I told you don't really want to be a light worker, and I can give you some reasons why. That's on this episode 19 of Sit With Me, S.T.E.A.M, Intuitive Therapy with me.
Say the world just don't know. Say the world just don't know. Say the world just don't know what they will soon know. The spice is the full, there's no bull, it's just how I feel. Listen close between lines, I be spitting what's real. Say the world just don't know what they will soon know. This is the anthem for those who stay peace amidst the ruckus. God sends us what we can handle and look.
And welcome to episode 19 of Sit With Me. I'm your host, Amina Hextor-Suma. I am a master intuitive therapist, certified master spiritual life coach, and a professional West African dancer and teacher. And on this episode of Sit With Me, it's going to be all about light workers. Okay, let me turn this down just a little. Now, before I even jump into that, I really want to go over the definition of what it is to be a light worker. And I have my notes here, so y'all don't gotta worry. I'm not gonna ramble off for like 2 hours talking about light workers. My last episode was my birthday episode. It was 2 hours long. That was nuts. This one I'm trying to keep under at least an hour, but we may go to an hour and a half. Y'all know how it goes when we get to the pick a card readings. But anyway, let's start with what's a light worker so that you can start to see if you recognize any of these traits within yourself. So 1, a light worker is someone who feels called to be of some kind of service in the world. And that could be anything where you are using your natural gifts and talents to do something in the world. Even if you have to study or learn or become more knowledgeable about something, it's something you're already pretty good at, something you feel called to, and you're just going to be moved, like driven to put this out into the world in some way. Another way to see if you are a light worker is, are you someone who is often inspiring others to be better? And sometimes you might not even realize it. Maybe you, just by living your life and going through what you go through and being resilient and getting through challenges and struggles, inspires others to want to mirror your energy or be in your energy or be like your energy. Mirror it, pretty much, same thing. So, are you an inspiration to others? Also, do you motivate other people to work on themselves? And when I say motivate, that doesn't mean pushy. That doesn't mean you're somebody who's always talking down to someone, telling them how they need to better themselves. When I say motivate, you're able to talk up somebody to the point where they feel so empowered that they are motivated to make a change, to make a move, to take action, to go after something that they want or believe in. All right. What else? A light worker is also someone who's gifted in certain spiritual areas. Now, a lot of times when people think of gifted in spiritual areas, they automatically think of psychic. And that is one area, yes, if you tap in, you can tap into your abilities to be intuitive, to truly get the messages that come through light energies that are connected to you and be able to translate them for others. But there are other spiritual gifts. You could be a prayer warrior, somebody who's meant to pray, because when you pray so strong with such conviction, there's no way that you don't attract in what it is you're requesting. Or your gratitude is felt so strongly in the universe that you continue to attract in just that. Maybe your spiritual gift is your voice. You can sing, or the sounds you make from your throat help other people get into alignment or activate certain energetic fields within others. There's just so many different spiritual gifts that you could have. Even gifts that have to do with the arts that people might think of as not spiritual, like dance, where it can be a spiritual action. Even feng shui, interior design, where you can help somebody shift the energy and vibration in their home so that they attract in the energy that they want and send out the energy that is not of any use to them, or that is not blocking or challenging the flow. So that's some of the gifts that you can have. Don't overlook them, no matter how big or how small. A gift is a gift. And lastly, light workers are tested beings who are meant to teach based off of their experiences in some way. So they're meant to learn from the things they go through so that it can become wisdom, so that it can be shared and assist others, possibly future light workers or just other people who you are in service to. Okay? So those are some of the ways that you can try to see if you're around light workers, if you're a light worker. You know, Now I want to get to the reasons you don't want to be a light worker. Now, yeah, it would sound like something you want to aspire to be. I want to be a light worker in this world. And if that's your aspiration, that is beautiful. But I'm going to tell you now, most light workers did not choose that path. Most light workers just felt called to do something, moved to do something, or since they were young, were put into a position of learning or being groomed to do something that was going to be of importance later in their lives. If you had to choose whether you want to be a light worker or not, most people would not choose this path because the path of a light worker is not easy. And I'll tell you the 9 reasons that I have for why you don't want to be a light worker. Okay. 1, most light workers have a very rough life early on. That means maybe something traumatic in childhood, something in the teen years, or something in the young adulthood that can be remembered as an experience that was life-changing, that either changed the way they saw something, reacted to something, felt about themselves. And that incident is what is meant for them to get over and get through in order to be of service in that same area of the lives of others, if that makes sense. So I'm going to give you an example. Say, for example, when I was very, very young, my parents got divorced, and that was something I couldn't handle. And this is just an example. And as I went through life, I realized either I had to help friends who were going through that, or I struggled to stay in a committed relationship, or I looked at relationships as, they're optional. They can come to an end abruptly out of nowhere. And this lesson was constantly in my face until I was able to work through it, do the healing work from my childhood, as well as integrate that into my present so it could become wisdom and something I could grow from, and then show others how I was able to overcome that. That is something a light worker may have to deal with. Going through a chaotic time in their life that is repetitive, a cycle that repeats until they heal from it and then can help others heal. I'm sorry about the background noise, that's my kids. So let's go with these 9 reasons you don't want to be one. So we already got, they usually have a rough life early on. Number 2, they often have tests that they must pass to level up. Number 2, they often have tests that they must pass to level up, and that comes right along the lines of having the rough life early on. As they grow on, they're going to face different tests to see, did you learn from that past? Have you healed from their past. Okay, and there could be moments where they feel like they've overcome it, only to be faced with it again in another energy, another form, just to make sure there's no backsliding. 3, God seems to favor them, but with a price, and that price is service. So yeah, light workers may seem to be favored by God. They're those people that you always think, damn, they never seem down and out for long, or they have their down moments, but they are right back up and at them. And what you don't see is the struggle period of trying to pull themselves together. And yeah, it seems like a quicker process because their team God, their team archangels, their team guardian angels, their team ancestors. So they are part of the team that's here to service the earth or the human beings on this earth at this time. And so, yeah, they're going to get an extra bit of assistance from those forces that be. But that's assistance that's supposed to help them in their service in what they are meant to do here in this lifetime. All right. Number 4. You will care for and love many that are of no relation. Now, that becomes a problem when it's like now you're caring about people and places and things that add to what you already had to be concerned and worried about. And it could feel like an overwhelm because the light worker wants to spread light everywhere in every way that they can. So you might go somewhere and you're there to do work with people and you notice that the area has a bad sewage system. Now your focus starts shifting on how can you fix that? And then your focus starts shifting to the environment. And now it's like you got so much on your plate that you want to do. You want to help the environment, you want to help the people, that's light worker. That's the heart of the light worker. Number 5, you must be very flexible as your circle of friends and family will constantly change to reflect your growth and level of consciousness. So as you are evolving, as you're changing, as you're growing and maturing, your family circle and your friends are going to shift to match that. So you can't have any real attachments to anyone. You have to have love for everybody to an extent that that love is eternal. So it's not conditioned. It's not like, I love you as long as you're my friend, or I love you as long as you're in my circle of people, or you're doing what I want you to do. No, it's I love you unconditionally, but I do respect and I understand that you may not always be a part of my inner circle. And that is because light workers must have a circle that reflects them. That's all the way down to your mate, even blood family members. Because if any way there is someone that is not a reflection, that means there's still work you have to do in a certain area of your life. And that person will be reflecting it to you. Once you feel like you are around people that reflect back to you the positive light you want to reflect into the world, then you know that you've done the work. All right. Number 6, you can't work a 9 to 5 for long, if at all. Light workers, I'm going to tell you now, you will struggle working a regular job. A job that has you on a schedule, a job that has you working under somebody. You are going to struggle unless you have some kind of side hustle that is um, allowing you to express yourself in the way that you need to, in the way that you're meant to shed light in this world. Now, if you end up lucky and you're in a 9 to 5 that does just that, then you're gonna thrive. You'll feel great. You won't feel stifled. But if not, you're gonna feel stifled. You're gonna feel overwhelmed and burdened by what your responsibilities are because you're not going to feel driven or motivated or connected to them in the way you would to your spiritual mission. So your work has to match your spiritual journey, your mission. Otherwise, you are not going to be able to stay in it. And that's not to say that you're just going to get fired. You might find yourself just leaving and not wanting to come back. Number 7, no religion will suit you as you must be able to be open to all. And this isn't always accepted. There's many people who will not accept that you don't claim a religion. Many of them will see that as sacrilegious, blasphemous, But it's not that you're saying you don't believe in the Most High, a source of energy, a creator, the divine, because light workers do. In fact, that's where we get our light source from, is from source. However, when people feel you don't submit to a certain belief system, they start to see you as going against, rather than you just doing your own thing. You believe in God and that's all you need, or whatever you refer to God as. So light workers have to deal often with people not wanting to associate with them anymore, or judging them and believing that they are doomed to dwell in hell, or they're not going to get into paradise because they haven't selected a religion. But most light workers believe religion to be man's way of controlling people, and therefore they keep their minds free so that they can be of service to anybody, no matter what is believed. That is the way of the light worker. You must be open to be of service wherever light is needed. You can't say, hey, I can't do that because I'm of this religion. I can't work with you or help you because you believe that and I believe this. You have to be available to beings of light, even those that are currently in the dark. Okay. Number 8. Your gifts are going to be seen as sins or evil by the ignorant. So you're going to lose, once again reminding you, you're going to lose loved ones due to judgment. There will be many people who are going to see your gifts. That could be the gift of sound healing, intuitive guidance, mediumship between those who have passed on, being able to read the stars astrologically. All of these things people will look at as sins because they're controlled by man's idea of the way we all should be. A lot of times man's religions have disconnected us from God, have made it so that we are fearful of our source, our creator. And the light worker has no fear of God. The light worker knows that it is a child of God, therefore has the attributes of its creator, its parent. And so the gifts are seen as blessings and not as sins. It would be a sin to ignore the gifts that the Most High has bestowed upon you. And lastly, the last reason why you don't want to be a light worker. Things others can do and get away with, you cannot. But vice versa. So there are some things you can do and get away with, and someone else will try it and they'll immediately suffer. Why? Because of the service you do in the world and for people, you get a little leeway depending on the deed. And you might do something, because you're not perfect. Light worker doesn't mean you're perfect. You might do something that's considered backsliding or against the light, a little bit in your shadow energy. And you might not suffer repercussions for it because you've done so much light that what you just did can be overlooked. Whereas some of us can do something that other people do every day, and Spirit will be like, but no, that's not for you, and you'll suffer. For example, there may be somebody who can drink alcohol every day and be good, like fine. Whereas you could have a drink once a week, and by the end of that month, the doctor's telling you you're gonna be sick if you drink anymore. That's the shit that light workers have to deal with. Like, wait a minute, why I can't drink? But this person drinks every day, they're healthy. Because whatever you're required to do in this lifetime, you can't be under the influence of alcohol. Whereas there can be light workers who every day, say maybe they're trying to think of something little. Maybe they're pinching off a little money, maybe at work, maybe from a husband or wife's credit card, something that's flying under the radar. Sometimes you can get away with that because Spirit sees it as your just due for work you've done. Keep it up and eventually you'll suffer repercussions, but sometimes that could go under the radar only because of your deeds, your karma that you built up. But where somebody else would do it one time and they'd be court, going to jail, all this other stuff, legal issues. So those 9 things were meant to not make you say, oh my God, I don't want to be a light worker, but to really make you think, am I? And if I am, is it for me? Is this the path I want to walk? Is this the journey that's meant for me? Okay, and that is when and how you determine if you're going to answer the call. Okay. On that note, I think that I've given you enough reasons and ideas as to whether or not you're a light worker or you feel like it's not really for you. What I want to do now is I'm going to give a general reading. This general reading is meant to let you know if you are a light worker or not, but I'm going to reveal something to you. If you are here, if you are subscribed to this channel, you are a light worker. This channel only subscribes light workers. They will be the only ones that will be drawn to click the subscribe, whether it's clicked because of a video topic about sex or a video topic about your spiritual awakening. Either way, you are a light worker somewhere on the journey that needs to be a part of this community here. So the general reading is not going to tell you whether or not you're a light worker, because if you're here, it's already confirmed. If you're subscribed, it's already confirmed. If you haven't subscribed yet, click that subscribe button. But this reading is going to tell you exactly, well, the pick a card is going to be more of exact. It's like a 911 message for light workers, okay? It's going to let you know what level you're at, what's your purpose, what you need to do to level up, and blessings that are coming in, inevitable blessings that are going to come in for you this lifetime. But the general reading is going to give you an idea of the light work gifts that I feel you're being blessed with at this time. So they have blessings here that are inevitable that they want to let you know of. But I want to tell you about some blessings that are coming in within the next 7 days. Inevitable gifts mean they can come in any time in your lifetime. This general reading is going to tell you about some that are coming in quickly, like before this month is over. Whenever you're watching this, before the end of the month, this general reading is telling you what you can expect. And it's going to be read, I want to read it in a sort of a build-up. So I'm going to read it as the next 5 days. All right, I'm doing this reading at the beginning of a week. So the next 5 days. All right, so, or 6 days actually. The next 6 days that'll lead up to the next week. If you're watching this in the middle of the week, that's fine. Just count the next 6 days as I do the card pulls, okay? And I'll be right back with your general reading. Hey, back with the general reading. I'm going to be pulling your cards from the Secrets of the Ancestors Oracle deck. And let's get into it with Amina. So we're going to be looking at the next 6 days. The next 6 days from when you are watching this. So the first card will start with tomorrow, okay? These cards in the general reading are meant to give you a vibe. This is not to predict what's going to happen that day. It's to tell you the vibe of the day, of what could take place, or what the energy will be like, and what you can do to harness that energy, okay? So the energy tomorrow, we have Mother of Fire, shine and rise. So the vibe tomorrow is going to be one where you are going to be thrusted into the limelight in some way. For some of you, you're going to feel very creative, like fertile, and with ideas that you just feel ready to put out there. And for others of you, you may literally feel fertile, like pregnant, or you're ovulating. This would be a good week if that's what you want. But I really feel like tomorrow you are going to feel like you are on fire. Like energy wise, your energy is going to be very high. It's a great day for getting out there, putting yourself out there. If you have a platform on social media, use it. If you have any public presentations to do, make sure you are outside looking your best. You are going to also be feeling very attractive tomorrow. And if not, you're going to seem very attractive to people. So you're going to attract a lot of attention tomorrow. Be prepared. Okay. Day 2. You have Father God, radical truth. So day 2, I feel like a spiritual awakening is in the air. Day 2 may have you really feeling like you have found what you believe. You have found not your religion, but your spiritual path. Also, for many of you, it'll be a good day for speaking your mind. There may be people who feel like they have something to say to you that might want to resurface on day 2 to speak a truth that they feel they have not communicated. If that's you, that's a good day as well. But I also see for many of you that are doing spiritual work this week, day 2, you are going to come to some kind of realization or awakening or conclusion that's going to make you say, aha, this is where I belong spiritually. Okay, some of you are also going to feel moved to spiritually cleanse. Okay, if you need help with that, let me know in the comments. I do have a spiritual cleansing journey workshop that I do usually once a year at the autumn solstice. Autumn equinox, sorry, but I don't know. I can still give you some tips. All right, day 3. Day 3, you have the Conjure Woman, manifestation, and this is magician energy. So day 3, your ability to see the things you want come into fruition is going to be potent. Things that you have been wishing for and wanting to call in, you're going to see on day 3 them manifesting. I feel like it could almost seem dreamlike, but it's going to be the stuff that you have been thinking of. Whatever's been in your mind, whatever you've been speaking or living into existence, it's going to manifest. Wednesday, which is day 3 of a regular week, but whenever you're watching this, day number 3, you will see things begin to manifest that you've been attracting in based off of your energy, okay, and your mindset. All right, day 4. Day 4, we got the Peacemaker, persistent patience. I am getting balance. Day 4, anything that felt chaotic, I do feel there's going to be an energy of peace on day 4, where two opposites can come together and blend harmoniously. Things are going to be brought into balance where it might have felt chaotic. Emotions are going to feel more settled and calm, but communication, I feel like, is really going to be open on day 4 for reconciling, for clearing any energy that's been stagnant, and for bringing peace to situations that require some forgiveness. All right. Day 5. What's the vibe? Day 5, we have the Shadow, trials and tribulations. So day 5 is giving me moon energy, okay? So day 5, there's going to be some things that are beneath the surface that maybe you're going to feel like you can't see clearly what's ahead. Maybe you feel like day 5 is a little bit of a trying day where either you feel like you're dealing with something that should have already been dealt with. It feels like day 5 is going to illuminate something that should have already been done and dealt with, but now it's going to resurface for it to be dealt with, or something you thought was done and dealt with resurfacing. But I also see a growth spurt on day 5 where something that once felt very like it tugged on your energy. You didn't know which way to go, what choice to make. You couldn't see the way ahead. You're going to feel more like you can look at it and address this shadow and actually clear it once and for all. So I do feel that day 5 is going to give you an opportunity to completely transition from one situation to another, from one energy to another, from one feeling to another. But it's going to feel like it's underlying, underneath the surface. So your intuition is going to be very important on day 5. Follow it, listen to it. It's going to be on point as to how to move forward when dealing with a certain energy or situation. Okay? Interesting. And lastly, day 6, the unknown. So there's more of that energy, enigma. You are completely, remember I said like a cleansing, or maybe this is like a sweet honey cleansing. And she's holding the world in her hands. And it's just really a promise that you are protected as you move forward. You can close your eyes and trust what is coming to you from within. Okay? At this time, they are not showing you what's going to come after day 6. They're really telling you, you just have to trust that you're being prepared for something greater than yourself. And that at this time, it may feel like you cannot see the way forward. Maybe the trials and tribulations of the prior day could have you really feeling like you want to detach, you want to cleanse, and you just want to go within and retreat. If that's the case, do that. At the bottom of the deck, what we don't see, or we won't see coming in right away, is Father of Fire. Isn't that interesting? We started with Mother of Fire, and at the bottom of the deck, we have the Father here, Passion Ignited. So there is something this week, or these next 6 days, that is really going to be the key to you being able to go after what you're passionate about, or to let that passion thrive or come in. And this could be in a relationship, being that we have the Queen and the King together, wands energy, fire, passion. Or it could be in something that you're called to do or move to be a part of. It's going to really, really get your passions going. So just know at the beginning, day 1 is for you to get yourself out there to really stand in your purpose, whatever it is you feel called to. And by the end of the week, what you don't see is that your passion is going to be what drives you through the week. It's going to feel like you are lit by the end of the week, the end of the 6 days, and ready to go after everything that you conjured in, conjure woman or man. That's what I got for y'all for this general read. To really expect this week to be driven by your passions and to go after what you're passionate about. That's as far as career and relationships. Yeah, just be prepared to know that you are covered, you're being guided. Any trials or tribulations that come your way are simply to clear up anything that's not balanced so that you can move into a new cycle, clear and ready to take on this new fiery energy that's coming in, because you are, by the end of these 6 days, your energy is like going to be charged, and it should, because you have to be ready. What's coming in for you, I feel like, after the next 6 days, is going to require you to be really passionate about it and to really be physically healthy enough to handle the energy that is going to be required. That's what I got for you guys. Now, what I want to do is I'm going to do a little bit of a STEAM routine that is going to help you to connect to the light worker within, as well as connect to your guides who will assist you along this path. All right. I just want to see where they want to guide me. The trickster, ego, and excess. So we have the devil guiding us into this movement session. And what this is is telling me is that we need to free our minds from stuff we are obsessing over. Maybe you are obsessed with making more money, obsessed with getting the perfect partner. You're thinking about it so much to the point where you're not getting rushed. You're stressing about it. You're blocking it from coming in. And you don't realize that you're at a point now where it's become so normal for you to just be worried about this issue, or I'm so tired about this, or I'm so stressed, or I'm so lonely, or I'm so whatever. And it's all an illusion. You being in that vibration is what's keeping the cycle going. Flip your vibe. Get out of that energy. Do something else, okay? But if you are excessively dwelling on something or excessively doing something, that could even be an addiction. It is time to get it under control, okay? So with that said, we are going to do some movement. I'll be right back. Hey y'all. I want to do a quick STEAM routine with you guys that's meant to help you to connect to your spiritual guides that are assisting you on your journey as a light worker. Okay, so follow me. We're going to breathe in, taking that light and love in. And exhale. Let go of anything that no longer serves you. Breathe in. Exhale. This time we're going to breathe in and you're going to release light and love out into the universe and release. Repeat. And release. Breathe in up to your heart center. Bring your fingers together. Exhale. This is inner trust. Contract. Slowly bend your knees. Release. Contract. Release. Make sure you're breathing. Again. Contract. This is activating that heart center. Release for self-trust. Trusting the messages that you receive. And bring your left hand in front of the right. Lock your thumbs at the throat chakra. This is for freedom. Freeing up that throat chakra. Breathe in. Exhale. Let's walk. Because light workers, you have to spread your message. You have to teach. You have to reach others and spread that light. Therefore, that throat chakra has to be open and activated. Bring your hands together. Twist them. Feel the energy between your palms as you pull them apart. And feel this energy as you make your own orb of light. Hold it here in the solar plexus chakra area to activate that confidence, self-determination, that willpower, that fearless shine that you have as you work your light. Let's shift this energy. Move your hands slowly, feeling the energy between them. You're going to bring the fingers together and form a diamond. In this vortex of energy, place it at the sacral chakra, right beneath the navel. This is your creative center, your center of authenticity, your center of sexual authenticity. Gonna activate that pelvis area by pushing that pelvis back and bringing it in. Push it back. Bring it in. Just the pelvis. and back, and in, and back. Keep those knees bent slightly and gonna roll it around, roll, reverse, roll, breathe in, straighten the knees, exhale, bring your index finger to your thumb, palms down, both palms facing forward, fingers down. Gonna activate this root chakra. Root chakras at the base of your spine and in your pelvis area. Vibrates to the color red. Right and left. And right and left. And right and left. And right and left. Breathe in. Right. Exhale left. And right. Left. Put your hand, right hand, bring it up. Right hand to about your shoulder. This is a simple hand mudra for fearless. You feel totally supported by your ancestors, by your spiritual guides. Take a deep breath in. Exhale and feel the roots extending from the bottoms of your feet and the base of your spine, connecting you to the earth so that you feel even more stable and supported. Breathe in. Exhale. We're going to reach out to our spirit guides. Your feet are just stepping, steps lightly on the earth, staying connected to Mama Earth. And first, you're going to take love from the earth, reflecting your guides that are of nature, that are of Gaia energy, that are of the earth. That could be animal spirit guides as well. Opening up your heart to let them in, to let their energies become one with yours and guide you on your path as a light worker. Now we're going to acknowledge that beside us, we always have our ancestral team. Visualize loved ones who have passed on, or those that you look up to, that are inspiring, and thank them for walking with you today and every day. And then your spirit guides from your heart center, you're going to reach up diagonally to acknowledge your spirit guides in angelic form and star ancestor form. Opposite arm, opposite leg, step, step. You're thanking them. Thank them for allowing you to be here right now, for guiding you to what you needed to help you along your path as a light worker. And of course, some love to the divine. Step and ground yourself. Pick it up. And after doing that, I want you to let this light in. Divine light. Breathe in. Exhale. In. Exhale. Walk in it. Walk. 2, 3. Feel that love and light from the Most High. And as light workers, we surrender and we answer the call to service for humanity. And we are always reminded that we are simply vessels for source energy to work through. Taking a deep breath. And bring it down. Exhale. And let's finish with Anjali Mudra. Thank you. I hope that helped to activate the light worker vibration in you, that helps you feel supported and to know that you're always on the right path. It's all about vibration, and hopefully this has got you into the right vibe to be prepared to do the work you're meant to do here on this planet. Otherwise you wouldn't be here part and get into it. So let's get into it with Amina and do this pick a card reading. Hey guys, welcome to your pick a pal reading. Why do I have shadows? Hold on. Let me see something. All right. So, not really sure why there is a shadow, but anyway. Hey guys, welcome to your pick a card part of your session today of Sit With Me. This is a very quick reading, at least it should be. There's only 3 pals, and these are 911 messages for light workers, okay? You're meant to choose your pal based off of the crystal you feel drawn to, or the word on the cards, or the pictures of the cards. Because I'm a visual person, I really feel that a lot of those that are guided to me get their intuitive hits off of what they see. All right, maybe you hear something, maybe you feel something, maybe you smell something when you see these things. As you can see, you also have fortune cookies. So this is a special reading that actually has fortune over it because the fortune cookies were ready by the time this reading was ready to be presented. So, okay, I tried to adjust the lighting. Yeah, y'all know I'm particular with that sometimes. So anyway, let's get to it. You have 3 pals. Pile number 1 is represented by this beautiful labradorite crystal. And the card that says overflow. Card number 2, well, pile number 2 is represented by this beautiful citrine point. Or like an arrowhead, I guess. And the card that says benefactor. Pile number 3 is represented by this beautiful celestite. Well, celestite smoothed out crystal. And the card that says covenant. So let's take a deep breath in together so that you can get grounded and connected to hearing your message as to what pile is for you. Take a deep breath in. Exhale through your mouth. Let go of any stress, any worries, any tension that might be in your body or your mind. And the first number or crystal or picture or word that pops into your mind is where your message is for today. And I'll be right back with pal number 1. Hey pal 1, welcome to your reading. You were drawn to the card that says overflow, overwhelm, and plenty. This card already gives me an idea of where you are on your path as a light worker. all right, and what you need to know immediately. You also have the Labradorite crystal that you were drawn to. I'm going to tell you now that you are safe, my ones. There's a lot of worry around you. Maybe you're worried about your future, or you're worried about your present even. Whatever the case may be, they're trying to prepare you. You have a destiny where you're meant to have a lot of abundance. And maybe there's a part of you who can't believe that you could ever get to a level where you have so much it could become overwhelming, but that's where you're headed. And so the reason why it may feel like it's taking so long is because you're not ready yet. What's meant to come in for you has already started, and it's coming in little by little so that it does not overwhelm you. You're going to have a lot of, I feel like, maybe a lot of people's emotions that you have to deal with in whatever it is you're meant to do as a light worker. So you have to be emotionally ready and stable at this time. Also, even wealth that's gonna come in, it's gonna be so much that you could feel a little fearful and like unsure of whether you're worthy or whether you should keep or give or what. So at this time, light worker, you're being prepared for this abundance that's coming in because you're gonna have so much to give. It's gonna feel like it's overflowing, but they want you to be prepared so you're not overwhelmed by the responsibility that comes with it, as well as changes to your lifestyle that are going to come with it. So let's see this fortune cookie. So my power ones, your fortune says focus on your long-term goals. Good things will happen. So that to me is confirmation. Good things are coming in already. Overwhelm and plenty. But focus on the long term, okay? What do you want to do? What do you want to have produced in the long term, okay? And everything is coming in as it should in preparation for this long-term goal, all right? Okay, so let's see what level of light worker are you? What is the current lesson you're going through at this time? You are at the 7th ray of ritual, order, and ceremony. So I'm going to read you a little passage from the Lightworker's Oracle book, but I'm going to tell you now, right now, with you being in the 7th ray, it's very important now that you start to learn how to do rituals and ceremonies. Maybe you're going to be called to do sacred ceremony facilitation, or in some way help people to create ceremonies and rituals that get them grounded and connected in some way to source energy. So the little passage from the book I want to read says, when the gift of the 7th ray enters your life, something new is being formed, something that will benefit your world. There may be an increased interest in magic, ceremony, and ritual for healing purposes. Resonating with high frequency violet light and the archangel Zadkiel, the 7th ray also helps transmute energy from lower to higher frequency. It is a spiritual cleansing agent that allows the truth of spiritual freedom, empowerment, and choice to be seen and felt, restoring hope and joy to the heart. Wow. That's interesting. Yeah, so exactly what I said. You're going to feel empowered to use loving rituals to invite divine presence to fill you and your life and the lives of others. Wow. Also, to help people clean up old energy and usher in new energy. Okay. And connect to the divine so that they can see it in their lives more clearly. That's very deep. Very deep there. All right. So, what is your purpose as a light worker? Let's see if we could get you some clarity. Okay, I thought it says 2 cards. No, there's 3. Okay. So what is your purpose as a light worker? Well, my power ones, laugh and have fun. Smile, positive energy, and joyfulness. You are meant to create this or help people create this in their lives. Reasons to have fun. reasons to laugh. You are to remind people if they stay positive, they will attract joy and happiness into their lives. Begin writing now. Create, express, and inspire through writing. So there is something with your writing or speaking or creative work, could even be artwork, that you are meant to use to inspire others. And what else as a light worker? Clear your mind, be present, focus, and embrace. You are also someone who will be called to help others clear their minds through meditation, guided visualization, yoga, chanting, etc. And at the same time, that's also going to be a very powerful healing tool for you. Okay? Let's see. So, your purpose as a light worker is to bring positive energy, happiness, and joy to people, to help them to create rituals and ceremonies that keep them grounded and connected to the earth and to those around them. You're to do this through writing in some way or creative work. Okay, that's interesting that you get so clear. All right, what do you need to do to level up right now? Gentle force, consistency, persistence, patience, the long game. Didn't it say focus on your long-term goals? So there is a need for you at this time to be consistent and persist. Whatever you want, it takes some time to come in. Whatever you're meant to do to level up, it's going to take some time because the leveling up you're doing is huge. It's overwhelming and overflowing. So they don't want to push it on you to the point where you feel like you're drowning in it. They're gently guiding you into this, okay? And it's because this is an energy or a position you're going to be in for the long haul, for like your life. You're being moved into your life purpose. Alrighty. And what else? Atlantis energy coming through. Keep the big vision, stay in alignment as you grow. So don't lose sight of your goals as you go through the different things that light workers have to go through in order to be tested and learn the lessons that they must learn. Stay with your eye on your vision and your prize. Stay in alignment with it, because as you grow from your experiences, it's bringing you closer to your vision and also making it so that you will be able to maintain it and not just experience it, if that makes sense. All right, I want to put these over here. So lastly, what are the inevitable blessings that are coming in for you this lifetime, no matter what? We have a King of Cups, Six of Cups, Two of Pentacles, and the Eight of Pentacles. Wow. So the blessing coming in for you is one that you've always wanted. It's something that reaches back to your childhood. And it feels like for some of you, it's an emotionally stable partner, a partner who is going to give you that love that you've always wanted, like since a kid, like that romance, that dream like love. They may even give you a child. I see a daughter. You're also going to be blessed with the ability to have everything in balance, to have your family life and your work balance out without it being overwhelming. I see you being called to do more than one thing when it comes to work or making money, but I see you being amazing, like a master at whatever it is you choose to do. Like truly being a master at it, highly respected, but able to blend it with something else. So I see a balance between your love life and your work coming together to the point where it's giving you the happiness and the joy that you seeked since a child. Yeah, that's what I got for you, my power ones. Yeah. Be prepared for overwhelm and plenty. And hopefully not overwhelm, just the overflow. Because now with this read, you should be understanding and patient so that you're not overwhelmed. Okay, and you're just open to receive. And that's what I got for y'all. If this resonated, please give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to this channel. If you're new here, you should have subscribed by now if you've been on this long. Read the description. It tells you other ways we could vibe and all about my new workshop that I have coming up. On that note, I'm sending you so much love and light, peace, blessings, and all that good stuff that comes from being a part of this light tribe. And I'll be back with Pal 2 later. Hey, Pal 2, welcome to your reading. So you were drawn to this beautiful citrine crystal. And I'm going to tell you right now, citrine attracts wealth in. It attracts happiness and joy. And I feel like that is what is coming your way. That's what you need to know as your 911 is you can stop worrying. You have the card of the benefactor, grace and generosity. This is telling me that you have been a generous person. You are someone who gives without expecting in return. And for that reason, you are about to see a huge return. That what you have put out is going to come back. And that's always going to be your claim to fame, Lightworker, is that whenever you're doing something from the heart, whenever you're doing something and you're really not expecting anything in return, you are going to find the highest levels of joy and prosperity result from it. And it's your time now to begin to benefit from the work you've done in the world already. All right, let's see what your fortune says, Lightworker. So you have listen attentively. You will come out ahead in the next few days. All right, so listen to this reading. Listen attentively and listen to the messages that I feel you're hearing that come to you, because they are going to help you come out ahead in the next few days. They're going to really help you to be a benefactor of blessings. So let's see what level of light worker are you and what your current lesson could be. You have hold your center. This gives me Mother Mary energy. I'm going to read you your passage from the book. But the first thing I'm feeling is some Mother Mary energy and being able to go within and not lose yourself with everything that may be going on around you. So Lightworker, it says, have you been rushing out to meet others, trying to bend or accommodate their needs at the expense of your own well-being and inner peace? See, it talks about how you give and give and give of yourself. Now you are to strengthen your own energy, your own boundaries, to find your ground, firmly place your feet there, and do not move. Feel your feet anchoring you like a beautiful tree. Let yourself experience quiet certainty as you hold your center with commitment, courage, and consciousness. So at this time, the lesson you are at, Lightworker, is that you're learning to trust in your own instincts, to take your own journey without comparison to the life path of others. Okay? So the oracle is bringing you some confirmation that you're on the right path. If you've been doubting that, you don't need to, because you're on the right path. They're just getting you into the energy you need to be in on this journey. And that's one of realizing your journey is your own. All right? You are meant to function as a healer, a channel, and a light worker. So you have to be sensitive and receptive and open to other energies. But now is the time to balance that with your own resilience and strength. Okay? Refuse to give up on who you are. You can remain open to guidance, but stay in the energy of who you truly are. Hold your center. Okay? You're here to shine a light. The lighthouse doesn't ask for permission to shine, so neither should you. Just stand still and shine. All right? Be true to you. That's the lesson you're learning right now, Lightworker. That's where you are on your journey. So let's see, what is your purpose as a light worker? You have family connections, respect, people, and kinship. So I do feel your purpose. You may work with families in some way. You may help reconnect families, help foster kids find a home or be adopted, do social work of some kind. Um, excuse me. You are meant to do a lot of speaking, I'm also hearing, and building of communities of like-minded people, connecting people to their true family, either in blood relation or in spirit. You also have a purpose to upskill, work, career, and crossroads. Your calling is to always level up. I feel like when it comes to your career, you're always going to be finding the next level up and constantly moving up in your career. Right now, you might feel like you're at a crossroads. Maybe you're at a spot where you're not sure which way to go, what you want to do. But I'm hearing it may require you to learn a little bit more about something or to let something else go completely in order to do it. I also see for some of you, you're meant to help people when it comes to a certain skill or trade, to help them learn certain skills that will assist them in life. And you have earth magic, very interesting. Nature, rituals, and charms. So you are also meant, many of you, to work with the earth. Maybe Wiccan may call to you, candle magic, using herbs for healing will be something you're very good at. Putting together teas and tinctures that will help people, making talisman and charms. Maybe you make jewelry. Think about working with crystals and material from the earth. Crystals will also be something very, very powerful for you. And just getting out into nature, putting your feet in the grass, hugging a tree. Trees are going to be your medicine as well. Um, yeah, you're going to be very connected to the woods, to fae folk energy. This is where your powers lie. And so much green is giving me heart chakra energy. So I do feel as a light worker, you're really meant to just give love. And know that your path is your path and love everybody for the individual paths that they're on. Alrighty. Let's see. What do you need to do to level up right now, light worker? And you have Isle of Avalon, healing, returning to wholeness, and transformation. So at this time, you need to pull your energy back. You should be in an energy of healing. All right. You're going through a huge change, a huge transformation. And that's why they're telling you to hold your center, because you're going to see other people doing their thing while you might feel like you're not moving forward. Because at this time, you are returning to wholeness. You're integrating everything that you've learned and experienced into your energy to help you to heal, and to transform and to assist other people in healing and transforming as well in some way. What else you got? And the pink dolphin. Celebration, fun, unbridled joy, and open heart. That's why that citrine called for you. What you need to do in order to level up is to have some fun, to be in a place of happiness. Didn't I say heart chakra? You got open heart here. You need to work on that heart chakra. Do some heart chakra healing work. Open up to receive. You do deserve to receive. That's the block at this time. That's what you need to work on. Celebrate. Have fun. You deserve it. You've done a lot of work that deserves celebration. And with these dolphins around, it feels like you will have the friends, even if it's a very small circle, to do the celebrating with. So take the time to celebrate your accomplishments. By doing that, that will bring joy to you, that will open up your heart, and that will attract in more of what you need to be a light worker at this time. So lastly, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. Wow. Okay. So lastly, inevitable blessings that are coming in for you this lifetime, no matter what. You have the 7 of Pentacles. So they're already showing something you've been working on for a very long time is coming in. Okay. It's going to manifest. You might not see it right now, so this is something you have to be patient for, okay? You have the Queen of Wands. So it's inevitable that you're going to be in a position of admiration where people are just going to look to you and see you as just a beautiful person who inspires them to be ambitious, to go after their goals, and to shine unapologetically. You also have the High Priestess. So it's inevitable that in this lifetime, your intuition is going to be a part of your work in some way. Maybe you're going to give readings. Maybe you're going to incorporate them into your work or into some kind of ritual for you or for people you work with. But I would suggest you join my Get Into It Intuitive Guide and Tarot Expert Workshop, because that will prepare you for a lifetime in light work that requires you to be in your intuition. All right. You also have Five of Cups coming out reverse, but I'm putting them all right side up. So I do see some freedom coming from disappointment. All right. Something that disappointed you, possibly a mate, is going to turn right. So perhaps right now you're disappointed in a certain relationship. It could be a relationship that's of love, or it could be one that's dealing with a community of people who turned out not to be loyal. What you are going to experience in this lifetime that's inevitable is you're going to have a relationship either with a group of people who are very loyal and want to invest in you, or you're going to have a mate who is very loyal to you and well off financially or able to create wealth in some way. All right. These are blessings that are coming in regardless. This is what I have for you, my Pal 2 light workers. I hope that this helped guide you on your path as a light worker. And if it did, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to this channel if you're new here so you can be alerted whenever I go live or I post new videos to help you guys along your spiritual journeys. Look in the description for other ways we can vibe, book a personal reading, join a workshop. And on that note, I'm sending you so much light and love, peace, blessings, and all the great things that come from being a part of this light tribe. And I'll be back with Pal number 3 later. Hey, Pal 3, welcome to your reading. You were drawn to this beautiful celestite crystal. I do feel that there's a lot of angelic energy around you. Maybe you've been having vivid dreams lately, or maybe you've been having dreams you just feel like you can't remember. Try to get more sleep and try to make sure you're not under any substance before going to sleep, and you'll be able to remember your dreams better. But I'm also hearing angel support, angelic support. You were also drawn to the Covenant Sacred Contract card. And the reason why you have this support, I feel, around you right now is because you are a newbie. You are new to this light work thing. And they want to make sure you know what you're signing up for. You agreed to this before you even were born. You signed this sacred contract with source energy that when you came down to earth in a certain form at a certain time, you would be a part of the movement of light workers. But you are at a point in your life right now where they're checking in with you. Are you ready for this? Do you want to step into this energy? If not, they are giving you the opportunity to destroy the contract and have a new one. But if you are answering the call, then stay here in this reading and you will hear the rest. Otherwise, if right now you're already like, I really don't think I want to sign up for this, you should leave this reading now. There'll be no hard feelings, no repercussions. In fact, there'll be more repercussions if you sign up. You answer the call, but then you don't answer the call, if you know what I mean. All right. For those of you that are still here, my Pal 3s that are ready to step into your calling to be a light worker, let's see what your fortune is. And it says you will soon be honored by someone you respect. Wow. So I do feel for many of you, that's an actual contract coming in this lifetime, where somebody you respect is going to want to contract you either in marriage or in work. So be open to that. All right, so where are you, as a light worker, what's your current lesson? What level are you at? We have unplugged from mass consciousness. So this is your current lesson at this time. There is a need for you to withdraw from social media. Okay? Maybe what you're watching is influencing your energy, or the music you're listening to, or the people you're comparing yourself to. But whatever the case may be, that is your lesson right now as a light worker, is how to pull your energy back. And I'm going to read you a passage from a book. And it says, there is a belief system based on fear, doubt, and distrust that is known as mass consciousness. It says it is safer to stay with the crowd, not to question what you have been taught. It says you cannot trust the divine to take care of your financial well-being or your emotional needs. It says you should be afraid and not take risk. It says that if you dare to stand up and live your truth, you'll be lost and alone, humiliated, rejected, or even destroyed. You are being guided to unplug from that system of beliefs. Unplug from the matrix, y'all. You are capable of a more creative, loving, and soul-satisfying way of living. To access this, let go of the way that is too small for your soul. It's time for you to think outside the box. Step outside the box, in fact. All right. I really feel like this, pal, you should watch The Matrix. The first Matrix. It's on Netflix right now. You can watch it. I feel like Neo is you. Okay. If you want to understand where you are on the light worker's journey right now, you are Neo. Okay. All right. So you're not going crazy. If you've been thinking along new lines and your guidance is leading you in certain directions that are outside of the box, just trust yourself. All right. You're thinking in ways that are to pull you outside of mass consciousness. All right. So you were born to bring a new vibration of awareness to this planet. Okay. You're going to find those who could benefit and even love you for the differences that you bring to the table. And you're going to find those who are challenged or fearful of you for it. Either way, you can love and approve of yourself, nourish relationships that support you, and have compassionate detachment from those that do not, without compromising who you are in truth. Okay? That is the lesson for you at this time, where you are as a light worker. So let's see, what is your purpose as a light worker? So we have open to love, relationships, passion, and fulfillment. So I do feel heart chakra work for this pal as well. Being open to receive. Excuse me. Being open to receive, to cultivate relationships based from a common passion or drive to be fulfilled in the same way. So I do see you pulling your energy back, and your purpose is almost to start your own community or your own relationships with people that are more fulfilling than ones built on social media, dating apps, and things like that. You might find that you're someone who does counseling or relationship counseling even. Oh, my throat chakra. What is going on with y'all? Let me get my water. Let me not blame it on y'all. Could be me. Okay. You're focused on children. So there is work with children that you're called to in this lifetime. Pregnancy, birth, and adoption. And many of you will have work to do when it comes with down to children. When it comes to adoption, maybe you're meant to adopt, or you are meant to help children find homes. Some of you are meant to be doulas to help with the birthing process, or nurses. And we have awaken your inner shaman. Connect, invoke, and heal. So I do feel many of you are meant to be facilitators of sacred ceremonies that call in light energies. You help people connect to light energy, to not be afraid of it, to be willing to detach. You see how he's out here in the wilderness, and connect to nature as your source and use that to heal, to detach from mass consciousness and heal. Okay. So you are a healer in some way. Okay. What else we got from my pile threes? What do you need to do to level up right now? We have the pearl, alchemy, the reward at the end from grit to grace. What you need to do right now is to integrate your experiences into your wisdom. All right? That's the reward at the end for all that you've gone through, is that you now get to integrate it into your energy to where you will not have that same experience again ever. And you will now handle these experiences when you encounter them gracefully. It's like you went through a whole lot so that you could be this shining pearl that you are meant to be. And the only way you could be that is through the mixing of all the things you went through. All right. Start to see your life situations that were challenging as situations that were meant to help you level up. And you'll start to see it all come together. And you have cleansing, releasing the old, energetic tune up, and new beginnings. So, if you want to level up right now, you need to cleanse in some way. That could be detoxing physically, that could be doing a spiritual cleansing of some kind. But whatever you do, even a cord cutting, you need to take the time to release the old energies out and new energies in. Meditation, visualization, all of that will be great for that, as well as dancing. Okay. And even drumming will help to shake up stale energies that are just sitting in your vibration. All right. So let's see. Inevitable blessings that are coming in this lifetime for you, no matter what. We have the Empress. So it is inevitable that you're going to give birth to some wonderfully creative ideas. You're also going to be a great mama figure and nurturer to those that are drawn to you, whether you are a man or a woman. You also have the King of Swords. You're going to be standing in your truth and speaking it and looked at as an authority in a certain field. So you are not only going to be looked at as a creative genius, but also a genius overall. People are going to see you as very intelligent and articulate, able to express yourself very well, and able to incorporate humor. Okay, very hard worker I'm seeing here. Ace of Swords, that is the truth. And you are going to be blessed with a new beginning that is going to be based on your truth. It's also going to be a chance for you to really stand out as a speaker on some truth of yours that you are going to come to. I think through detaching from mass consciousness, it's going to bring you a new consciousness. It's also going to open you up intuitively as well. And Five of Pentacles. I see you also as coming from feeling like you are on the outside. And that's perhaps because you are connected to the mass consciousness. This energy here is meant. You are meant to feel on the outside because you are not supposed to blend with everyone else. You are meant for something better. Just know that in this situation here, you will always have a hand of support that will come in and help you. You're never going to be down and out. And if you feel that way, turn to your guides and ask for help, and it will come in. But I do see you having a new, fresh start on things where creative energy is going to be at a peak and where lack is not going to be something that is a part of your energy anymore. Great blessing, wonderful blessing. I hope that you do decide you want this sacred contract to continue, because being a light worker, though it does have its struggles, it has amazing rewards, as they're telling you here, from grit to grace, the reward at the end. And I hope that this resonated with you. That's what I got for you today, my pal threes. If this resonated, give me a thumbs up. Join the tribe by subscribing to this channel if you're new here. And remember to check the description. I have workshop links and my email is there for if you want to set up a personal reading session with me. On that note, I'm sending y'all so much light and love, peace, blessings, and amazing, amazing amounts of abundance and great things that come from being a part of this light tribe. And I want to also take the time to thank you all for coming here and being here with me for Sit With Me. You know, you could have been anywhere else, but you said, no, I'm going to come here for this session because this is what I need today. I'm a light worker. I'm answering the call, and I'm so happy that you did. So are your guides. Again, we're sending so much light and love to you guys. I love you. I really do. And I appreciate you so much from the bottom of my heart. Bye, guys. Enjoy the rest of your days until I see you again in another week with episode 20.